It'll help you out. Oh, it freaking went through it? Trini, you freaking beast!
Wow.
Get ready, fighters! It's showtime!
Alright, welcome everyone to another Two Stupid Gamers video. I am Mash.
And I am Zero.
And we're continuing in our Summer Fighting Games marathon for July. Really concluding it, if we're being specific.
That's right. This is likely not coming out in July. This is going to be a bonus episode we're releasing afterwards. But yes, we felt like we kind of needed to do this because Mash over here found this game on sale with a bunch of DLC, and we just felt like it was right.
That's right. Yeah, when this came out, initially I was like, oh, I'm sure this won't be whatever. And then it came out and it actually got really good reception. Like the people that play fighting games liked it. It looked really good. It had a pretty good amount of content, which again, as Zero had just mentioned, some of it ends up being locked behind DLC. But in this, in the bundle that I bought, I got a good amount of it, if not all of it. But I think it was just a good amount of it. So, in the spirit of our summer fighting games, let's go ahead and just do a quick versus.
So a lot of people might think like, oh, the character models look a little bit weird, or maybe like the lighting is a little bit weird. Forget about all that. The gameplay is solid. If Maximilian Dude says the game is fine, trust us, the game is going to work just fine. This may frustrate some people, though. There are some characters that are a little bit weird.
Yes.
So Trini, the Yellow Ranger, is in a dragon armor suit.
Yeah. I also thought that was a little strange.
Daishi, that's from the... Damn, I'm forgetting the name of the season. Don't know why he looks like that. I'm frustrated we don't have Adam Park. But we do have... oh, wait. So I actually played a little bit of the story. Mastodon Sentry. In the story of this game, the power coins were taken and were used to mass-produce soldiers. That's why this is a Mastodon Sentry and not just... not Zack.
I see.
Yeah. So that's just some rando in a military black Power Ranger suit.
Yeah, like just a random military dude.
But that might frustrate people. That's like, no, I wanted to play as Zack.
Right.
This is definitely still Kimberly, but she's now the Ranger Slayer because she's working under Lord Draken.
If you select her, though, you might be able to use classic outfit.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
I wonder... No, you can just change the color.
Yeah, that one's really unfortunate. I feel like they were really cruel to Trini on that one.
I wouldn't say it's cruel because when you play the story, you'll see that even Billy was like, "Oh, here's an extra new power, Trini, you use it," and this was like given to her to like power her up.
I see.
It kind of makes her a tank character,
Right.
because otherwise, who was she gonna play like? The Pink Ranger? They're different. Let's make them play different. That's how I took it. But yeah, let me go ahead and choose a couple characters. Let's choose Jason. Ooh, the black and red looks pretty cool. With the dragon shield, I kind of like that. I'm gonna take that. Here we have Cenozoic Blue, which is from the movie. Robert R.J.
Was that the movie that was like 2018 or something?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a shame that they never brought that, like they kept that going, because so around that time, PlayStation did this thing where you could rent movies for like $1, and I was never a big movie person, but I wasn't gonna pass up the opportunity to check the most recent Power Rangers movie again for like $1. I liked it. I mean, it wasn't amazing.
I never watched it.
I thought it was all right.
We should sit down and watch it together one day.
Yeah. No, it really wasn't. It really wasn't all that bad, and I think if you and I had this discussion or someone else had this discussion, but basically, the studio got like bought out or whatever, and then the whole idea of making it into like a trilogy just fell by the wayside.
It died. So notice how the title of the game had Saban's Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Saban is no longer in control of Power Rangers anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was sold to Hasbro.
Show me your strength.
So Hasbro was likely the ones who were like, all right, so that movie you guys made? Nah, we're not doing that anymore.
That's a shame. I really thought it was pretty decent.
Ooh. So, getting back to the game. Oh my god! You're gonna hear voices, which is good. Some of these fighting games sometimes come out without voicing.
Yes.
But
we're looking at you, Nickelodeon or WB or whoever it was.
Yeah, it was definitely Nickelodeon. Also, Goldar sounds like Goldar, and I love it. But it's the voice for Jason over here was not
Austin St. John.
It was not.
Yeah,
and you can tell.
Yeah, you could tell right away.
Obviously, you're not gonna have Trini. You're not gonna have Tui Trang come back from the dead and voice Trini here. That's impossible. So obviously, that had to be someone else. So I'm not gonna complain about that. The Green Ranger was indeed voiced by Jason David Frank, though.
That's so cool. It's funny because I obviously, like any kid from the 90s, I loved the Power Rangers, and it was awesome to me then. I kind of fell off, and I definitely didn't really watch more after the fact. But, and it's so sad to say this, but after Jason David Frank passed away, I actually started to like remember stuff about the Power Rangers. Like I started to go back and check certain things out about this IP. You know, I wasn't like watching it necessarily, but I'm sorry, I wasn't like necessarily gonna get back into it, but suddenly it really like made me remember how awesome Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was. At least as a kid. Maybe it doesn't hold up as well today, but it was just so fun to go back and watch those old episodes.
Yeah.
The season where Jason David Frank's character came in was actually really awesome. Nice. Which, by the way, we have to mention this real quick. They put Chun-Li and Ryu in this, which I thought was really cool. They look great, and they play basically like their characters.
Damn it. So, the funny thing is, Power Rangers, if you just watch the show, you're missing quite a bit of the actual, like, Power Rangers story.
That's funny, but
yes,
okay.
It is funny because there are Power Rangers comic books that fill in the gaps for a lot of what, like, you don't see behind the show, behind the scenes. We should definitely switch characters so show off more of the game. So, it's funny, what was I getting at? What led me down that rabbit hole? I'm confused now.
I don't know.
So I was saying...
Story?
Yeah. So, in the Power Rangers comic books, Street Fighter characters actually become Power Rangers. Like, there was actually a crossover with Street Fighter characters.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, so
or hearing about that.
So Chun-Li becomes the Blue Phoenix Ranger, and Ryu becomes the Crimson Hawk Ranger.
Ah, okay. Well, regardless, it's cool. They play really well. But, yeah, like, I don't know. I just wanted to throw out again real quick that the season where the Green Ranger was introduced.
First season one.
Yeah, season one. But the arc where he was introduced.
Yes.
Really brought Power Rangers to like another level, and even though going back to that, granted, like it tended to be like a public after school special sometimes. That
yes,
show.
100%.
It was definitely very like watered down in tone in the American version.
Get very lucky.
Throw all that out. The second that Tommy joins. Sorry, I'm messing this up. The second that Tommy like becomes a part of the show, and they're introducing him as initially he's not a good guy, or he's a good guy but he gets brainwashed by Rita Repulsa. It's awesome. It's actually like a really cool villain arc.
It is. The funny thing is, when I got older and I realized that Power Rangers was a Japanese show adapted for Americans,
Right.
I went and searched out the original because I'm like, I wondered how similar is Power Rangers, like, you know, Super Sentai, the series that, you know, Power Rangers is based off. How similar is it to Power Rangers, especially season 1? What we call season 1.
Right.
Super Sentai started in like the 60s or like 70s. And back then, like, it was color coded, but it was weird. I think the first team, instead of having like animals or dinosaurs, they were based off of playing card suites. So
Playing card suites?
So, and I say suites because I'm talking about like the icons, the club, the heart. Suits, there you go, not suites, suits. Yo, this purple ranger is freaking amazing.
Yeah. I'm having trouble doing anything. Even with the cross-up, I could barely, like, touch you. But, yeah, the show was a lot different initially.
Yeah.
And they brought it over to America. Forget what his name is. Last name is Saban.
Haim Saban.
Haim Saban had the honestly brilliant idea. Like, let's just take this show, bring it over here, overdub it, and then do like our own, almost like a sitcom type of thing. It was basically Saved by the Bell with martial arts.
Yes, it was. Now, you want to hear something even more wild?
Yeah.
Haim Saban was not the first one to come up with that idea.
Really?
You really want to know who came up with the idea first?
Sure.
You're not going to believe me. Stan Lee.
Oh, wow.
Stan Lee from Marvel was in Japan in the 70s, saw the show and said, wait a minute, this could be amazing. Like, all the action scenes, they're helmeted. They don't take off their helmets.
Yeah,
he came up with the same idea. He's like, yo, we can bring this over and just redub the scenes. Haim Saban just so happened to get the same idea later on in the early 80s.
And it worked for him. Yeah, no, exactly. I honestly, now that you mention that, I'm pretty sure I've heard of that, so I believe you. I believe you. Stan Lee was a brilliant man. Oh my god.
This is also not, damn it, what's his name? Because the guy who played the Gold Ranger was also the Red Ranger. Austin St. John.
Oh, okay.
He also did not voice this, so like it's weird. Although it might have been Trey from Triporia that they're saying is this character. Because he was originally the Gold... I don't know. I'm going way too much into the lore.
You know a lot more about it than I do. Because like I said, I
go into deep rabbit holes, bro. I'm sorry. Before we continue, I know you wanted to say something, and I'm going to let you finish.
Yeah.
I had the hugest crush on Scorpina when I was a kid.
I was always so confused as a kid because this was probably the first time I've ever seen live action people.
Yeah.
But the lips and the voice was not matching, and I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa! It was blowing my mind. So I was honestly scared when a lot of the antagonists were on. I was pretty young and impressionable, but yeah, Scorpina is in this game, which I thought was a really
Yes.
cool addition. But I believe I had taken both of those games, so I think it's time to throw it over to arcade.
You know what? Go ahead. See if I freaking care.
Oh, he cares. We all know.
I'm angry.
So I'm gonna go with definitely Ryu because he's the one that makes the most sense. I love the actual Power Rangers costume, but I also like helmetless Ryu. I do like Tommy, but I gotta get more. I gotta remember the moves more. What this also calls back to me a lot is, and we played this a million years ago, but basically the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers had a Street Fighter 2 clone. It was essentially a clone of Street Fighter 2. And it was available on the Genesis, at least. I'm not sure if it was also available on Super Nintendo, but I played so much of that game. And being a little kid, I could only get so far because a retro fighting game is you know, it's like the ultimate puzzle for a kid. You're never gonna get past a certain point. I just was not that good. I always had to have that moment of passing the controller over to my friend's older brother because that's where I played. It was at my friend's house. But I absolutely love that game. So seeing that Power Rangers is back with the fighting game, is like it has like a lot of personal value to me, like a lot of sentimental value to me. I think it's pretty dope. But yeah, I feel like I'm kind of cheating by playing Ryu. But to be honest, I don't know a lot of the movesets for the other characters, so...
I wish I could explain it to you, because I played it because I have, like, PlayStation Plus, so I was able to, like, just try it out.
Yeah.
I don't remember the buttons. All I know is that mashing the left action button and the up action button... Again, because I played it on PlayStation, so I'm trying to like make sense for mash over here because I'm playing it on the Switch.
I'm also not playing on stick, which I usually prefer. Yeah, this is on my Switch, so I don't have a stick for the Switch. I do, however, have a really nice controller that I like, but it doesn't have a good D-pad for fighting games. It's a new controller that I picked up. I'll be making a video about it soon on my personal channel. Look forward to that, but it's actually, it's funny. Originally, I thought it was a Turtle Beach controller, but it's not actually by Turtle Beach. It's just, I guess, somehow affiliated with them. But
I'm trying to tell you to press Y and B at the same time.
Y and B at the same time?
Yes.
Which, again, remember, it would be...
Yeah, no, Y and B, not Y and X. Square and X, how's that for PlayStation?
I'm trying.
Jesus, she's just wrecking you.
Trini is not letting up. Oh my god. Well, I
Hit
can't
both
wait.
Triggers. That's a super.
Okay.
Because it didn't hit, you only use like one bar.
I've pulled out the supers before in our fights, so it's not really about supers. It's what is.
Well, bring out the Dragon Zord. Both triggers.
Both
triggers. So now it's gonna come in and attack. There you go. That'll give you a little bit of an advantage. Hopefully, it'll help you out. Oh, it freaking went through it! Trini, you freaking beast!
Wow. Well, as this,
give me that freaking.
As is typical. No, not mine. Use yours.
Okay. I see how it is.
Now, unfortunately, you'd have to play with my characters.
Well, I'm blocking.
Okay, yeah, he's good. Okay, we passed the control over to 0 instead. See if he has any better luck. Again, so unfortunately this game doesn't allow you in arcade mode to take over and select your own character, to verse each other, then take over the arcade and stuff.
Alright, I might as well look at the moveset so I know what I'm doing. Alright, so B is Tsukiagi upper? Okay, whatever. Forward X? Oh boy, I really wish I had a better D-pad. Okay. Jeez, Batrini's such a beast! Oh my god, these are grabs! That's right, I gotta jump.
Yeah, she's basically a grappler character.
Why does she go through that?
Dude.
It's morphin' time!
The fact that he says it's morphing time kind of annoys me because, like, it's just the freaking Zord. Have him say, Dragon Zord, come out.
Yeah.
Yo, Trini, get the fuck off me, girl! Get away. Oh my god. Oh my god, Mash! What's happening?
You know, this feels a lot like when I played the Genesis game when I was a kid.
Alright, so there are counters in this game. That's good to know. Get thrown. Okay, this was rough. I absolutely want to switch characters. Because I feel cheated, but I will let you go back in there, Mash, and, you know.
Do I want to jump in is the question. Okay. I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm going to try the D-pad instead.
So I did kind of figure out that Y and A are your regular attacks, and then, like, your combos are going to be Y and B. Jesus! She's such a beast in that suit. I just wish they made it more tiger-like, you know? That would have made more sense.
Saber-toothed tiger.
But yeah, I was saying earlier that, you know, that Super Sentai and Power Rangers are very, very different.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if you look up Zhu Ranger, which was the name of the Super Sentai for Power Rangers, our original Power Rangers, you'll see that the story didn't take place with, you know, teenage kids or whatever. It took place, like, they were a bunch of adults that ended up waking up after a long slumber. They're old warriors, like ancient warriors, that came back because who we know as Rita was woken up. And they used their ancient powers to transform into the Zhu Rangers. But somehow they have new technology because they have big-ass robots? That part never made sense to me. So there's no necessarily alien force unless you count Rita as an alien, I guess. They're just monsters and ancient warriors with superpowers. And the Green Ranger, the reason why Tommy lost his powers is because in the Super Sentai, the Green Dragon Ranger died. So they had no more footage from the Japanese show to keep Tommy in. So that's why Tommy had to leave briefly. And the White Ranger suit was from a completely different season of Super Sentai.
Oh my god.
I know, I saw it too. I'm mad for you. This chick went and said, "Oh, that's a fireball. I'm just gonna like have it phase through me."
I honestly have not paid attention to a word you just said because I was so frustratingly like getting my ass kicked. Yeah.
Oh,
I almost got 2 bars down, but dude, if you want to jump in and try that a 4th time, that's up to you.
you're gonna get out of this because I can't use Ryu against her.
Yeah.
I gotta choose my purple Power Ranger boy. Alright, so I'm gonna be playing as Robert R.J. James. This was from Power Rangers Jungle Fury. There we go.
Man, you really know about Power Rangers. Like, you know a decent amount of it.
Dude, I'm telling you, I went down a freaking rabbit hole.
Also, if we picked 3 characters, why did we only get stuck with Ryu?
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Dino Megazord.
Sweet. Classic.
But yeah, so the reason why the Green... I was saying before, you didn't hear me. The reason why the Green Ranger had to go... They had to write it in a way so that, you know, he lost his powers. But in the Japanese show, that Green Ranger died. That's why there wasn't any more footage.
Hey, where's Trini? And you have 3 characters. What's up?
I don't know, man. I wish I could tell you. I think it might be different because you were using Ryu. Yo, Robert is a freaking beast. Look at that! Oh!
He's got that kind of like Adon Joe stance, the Muay Thai stance.
Yeah, it's Muay Thai. Dude,
Muay Thai.
It's so cool. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, I got the Quantum Ranger. That's fine. He kind of sounds like the English voice actor. The English actor that played him in Time Force.
Maybe it is.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm forgetting the actual actor's name, or even like the character himself. I'm forgetting the name.
Yeah, like I said, after Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, as a kid, I probably watched the next iteration of it.
Zeo.
I just don't remember doing so. So, like, very quickly, I kind of moved on from Power Rangers, which I guess kind of makes me sad. But the weird thing was that Power Rangers was like always on TV for like at least throughout like maybe even the early 2000s. But it was on for like a while. If you're a kid and you weren't in school and it was the morning, you can probably catch a couple episodes of Power Rangers at some point before it turns into Montel Williams and The Price is Right and all that stuff.
I always caught it after school, obviously. And my brother and I stuck with Power Rangers through season 1. Well, actually, season 1 had 3 seasons. Let's also be honest. There were 3 completely different arcs.
Season 1 had 3 seasons.
Yes. So the first...
Process that for a second. Whoa.
I did not press any start button. That I can promise you.
Is the game loading?
Oh, I see what's going on. So this makes more sense. In Power Rangers Jungle Fury, the Purple Ranger, Robert, he is a he's a sensei of a dojo, and Daishi was the main villain of that season. So this makes sense. He's about to defeat him. He's like, yo, what's going on? Do you really want to destroy everyone? Yada, 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 blah, 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 blah.
I'm not just any ranger. Not by a long shot.
To defeat me, you'll have to be in complete harmony with your animal spirits and get very lucky.
So now you're fighting another guy?
I'm fighting my allies. Oh no! I'm the allies! And I'm fighting my character. This is weird. But I guess it makes sense for the season. I didn't really watch too much of Jungle Fury.
Bro, I am just like, here, what is happening?
You're telling me. I'm confused myself.
I will say, as far as the fighting game goes, the combos look really, or at least the attack strings, let's say. We're not seeing that massive of combos, but the attack strings look really, really crispy.
They are, and they're not difficult to pull off. You just got to get used to the control theme. Oh my god.
There's also advancing guard too. I like that.
There is a form of changing. Like I actually went and switched to the Magna Defender.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I'm playing, let me go ahead and finish my thought. So yeah, I stuck through Power Rangers. I don't remember Zeo too much, unfortunately. I do remember the first 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin with the dinosaurs and then the ninja powers and whatnot. But I definitely remember really getting into Power Rangers again with Power Rangers Turbo, even though it wasn't that good of a season, and getting back and definitely just loving Power Rangers during Power Rangers in Space. Which I'm kind of like sad for you because I think you would have loved Power Rangers in Space a lot.
It's a good chance, yeah. Yeah, I don't really know why I fell out with the series, but I was excited to come back to watch that movie. I really enjoyed the reboot attempt. I would have absolutely seen the sequel had they made it, but yeah, it's I believe what was it, like Hasbro bought the rights, and then
that's right.
They were like, yeah, we're not gonna do this anymore. I don't see why not. I feel like it must have done pretty decently. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments if you hated the Power Rangers reboot. I thought it was pretty good.
Cyclone.
Ooh, there's your chance.
Formation Airblade.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
B is special. So
Very
you have
nice.
attack 1 and 2, and then you have special, and I don't know what the fuck Y does. I think it's probably just 3 attack buttons and then a special button like Marvel. But I also want to blow your mind a little bit. Remember how in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, we lost the Green Ranger, but then got Tommy back as a White Ranger?
Yeah.
After Zhu Ranger was a season called Die Ranger. That White Ranger suit came from that season, so it wasn't even part of Zhu Ranger. They literally took a suit from a different season and brought it into an older season just to bring back Tommy because he was so popular.
I see.
And when you look at the White Ranger suit and compare it to the other Die Ranger suits, you're like, oh, they match. They actually look like they belong together. Because especially if you look at the helmet of the White Ranger, it doesn't have the lips.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the metallic lips that the others do. So then you look at that and you're like, why didn't they give him like lips like the Green Ranger suit did? It wasn't meant for that season. It wasn't meant for those other suits.
That's so crazy.
It's wild, and it's actually pretty interesting.
It is. And kind of the backstory to a lot of the Power Rangers TV show, the backstory of it was, a lot of it was kind of sad, but there was definitely some crazy stuff that happened there. And yeah, and unfortunately it all ended when 3 of the Power Rangers that 3 of the actors that played 3 Power Rangers that we knew and loved, essentially they did the right thing for themselves, which is to, put their foot down and walk from the show because they thought that
they were worth more, and they were worth more.
They were absolutely worth more, but it backfired on them because it actually it ended up teaching the company, well, it doesn't matter who's, oh my god.
Dude, I'm trying to break.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Tommy, take it fucking easy, I'm on your side!
34 hit combo. Oh my god. Well, anyway, I was just gonna say the company ended up realizing, hey, actually, we can make a lot more money if we just replace the cast every season, because then we'll pay the newer cast less. They'll be more willing to join on because they want to be Power Rangers, and then we'll be able to pay them a lot less for it, instead of having to give raises to the people that are already here. So it was really quite sad. But it was like what? Austin St. John,
Tweet Trang, and
the Blue Ranger?
no,
No, it was
the
the
Black
Blue
Ranger, the guy who played Zack. I'm forgetting his name.
Yes.
Damn it. We're gonna have to put it in post, or
Yeah, go
Mash,
ahead
I
and
mean,
put it in
you're
post.
free you have free hands. Do you want to look it up?
I don't have free hands. My hands are clasped. I am praying for you to survive this assault, this brutal beatdown. No, I'm trying to remember the name as well. Actually, he's been on a lot of different conventions. He does a good amount of them. But yeah, those 3 Power Rangers walked away, and what we were left with was basically Jason David Frank, who ended up taking over as kind of like the lead. We had, again, the Blue Ranger, you're right, and then Kimberly's actress, Amy Jo Johnson, right?
Yeah.
It's weird. I remember some of them I remember the name of the character, some of them I remember the name of the actor, but those 3 were left, and it's...
Walter Jones was the Black Ranger. There we go.
Yes.
Walter Jones, Sweet Trang,
Austin St. John.
Austin St. John. They left.
They walked.
Yeah, they walked. But the thing is, initially, all the actors were in on it. They were all gonna walk unless they were paid more, and that really would have forced it. However, behind the scenes, Haim Saban and his company essentially went and said, like, you guys really want to do this? Like, maybe we'll give you a slight bump raise, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And they had to be written off the show. And like you said, they ended up getting that whole idea, like, oh, we can just keep changing them. People just like the show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's way cheaper. It's more cost effective. But then, again, it just sucks because those original 5 Power Rangers never got to be properly compensated for what they contributed, because they...
Oh, the homings.
I remember... Zoom missiles. I remember seeing the, like... Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, I'm kind of frustrated. Oh! I don't know what to do.
Wait, you didn't hear?
What?
Was that Joshua said?
What do you mean?
You didn't hear the ay.
I don't know if they brought back Joshua Seth to be...
For this, right. But that was definitely, what's his name? Alpha 5? Alpha 1?
Well, again, it was probably still off of Alpha 5 when Joshua took over. Actually, no, it was probably Alpha 6, if I'm being honest.
Wow.
I'm
So
trying
this
to
is
break
just
there.
basically Marvel. You're getting marveled right now. Wow. Yeah, anyway, so I watched a lot of different documentaries about like TV shows and the story behind the programming, and the stuff I've seen on Power Rangers basically kind of explained that while the show wasn't making any money, it was actually losing money. The toy sales. Yeah, the toy
sales
was an insanely lucrative enterprise, so that they didn't care that they were losing money on the TV show. And essentially, in a super scummy way, the company tried to argue that the actors weren't entitled to any cut of the sales from the toys, that they were basically just being paid as like contractor actors. And it's absolutely despicable. As an adult looking back at it, it's like absolutely despicable.
It really is.
100%.
But yeah, this was as much as like we love it, we also have to what's it called? We also have to acknowledge like the bad that came with the good. I wish the original actors would have gotten
their due. 100%. All of them. Every last one of them should have had way more because of what they contributed to this property.
Absolutely. And I feel sorry for them. And honestly, I wonder how the world would have changed, or how Power Rangers would have changed if they would have been compensated correctly. But hey, that's just a theory. A Power Rangers theory. Anyway, enough with that BS. Wow. That's all the time we have for our final Summer of Fighting Games video.
That's right. We hope you guys enjoyed Summer of Fighting Games for this year. As always, let us know in the comments below what you think. We'll be back next year for some additional Summer of Fighting Games content. be on the lookout for more videos from us. We got a couple things going on, don't we, Zero?
We sure do. Be on the lookout for those amazing reviews, amazing gameplay videos, let's plays. Stay tuned. If you have a fighting game you want us to play, let us know in the comments below. We'll try to put it in.
Yes, please, and tag me in the comments, or just mention me in the comments. I need suggestions. I'm running out of suggestions.
Anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Bye.